Welcome back. I just want to clear up some misconceptions out there regarding fulfilling prescription orders at a DME supplier. Now, traditionally, it's not the same as bringing a prescription to a regular pharmacy, where if it's for a medication, you turn it into the technician at the pharmacy or the pharmacist, and they will fill it based on the doctor's order. You can wait for it if they do have time to fill it and give it to you maybe in under 30 minutes. With prescriptions for DME orders are vastly different. The waiting time is not 15-20 minutes. It's actually on average about could be a couple weeks or even longer. So here's the thing, there's a lot of things that go into fulfilling a DME order. Not only do you need a written order, a standard written order by a prescriber, maybe your primary care physician, but you also need to take into consideration, are you eligible for that item that the doctor has written for? And so that takes time to validate with your insurance. And another thing too is that insurance don't operate the same way that they do with regular prescription drugs. Some DME supplier have contracts with big health insurance companies. So take for instance a small DME supplier such as ourselves. We don't have a contract with any major commercial insurance company. So if you say you're having, say you have like a Medicare Advantage plan, that takes the place of your Part B, which Part B fulfills coverage for DME items, which DME stands for durable medical equipment. So that plan is a commercial plan in place of a traditional Medicare Part B plan. The fact of the matter is, small DMEs such as this one, it has no contract, and therefore, if they do want to help you, they have to initiate a prior authorization with your insurance plan. So that in itself, on average, to wait on a reply from your health insurance plan could take about 2 weeks or longer. And that's just to verify if the insurance will even cover this item. Not, hey, do you meet the eligibility criteria? Okay. Now, will the insurance pay for it? So it's a lot more steps involved than what most people think. And so I basically wanted to make a video to let you know that it's very important to try and work with the DME supplier as much as possible. Maybe, especially if your doctor sent a DME order to this supplier and you are a new patient to them. So it's going to take maybe a little bit longer to develop an establishment. There's paperwork that you're going to have to fill out. And the reason for that is because this industry is highly regulated. So at any moment in the insurance company can come in, especially, Medicare or others come in and audit these supplier. And if they don't have the paperwork for you for this item that the health insurance plan has paid for, if they don't have everything, their I's dotted, their T's crossed, they're liable to get that payment taken back by the insurance company. And not only do they do that, whatever similar items that the insurance company might have covered, they can take those payments back as well. And it's just saying that, well, you didn't do your due diligence to collect the proper are make have the proper documentation in place for this patient, for your accredited facility, because you're breaking the rules when you're not abiding by the the uh, the regulations that have been set forth. So they can come in and take away what they have paid out. And it can be at any time. It doesn't matter if it's years down the road. So, um, so I say this just to let you know that it's not, don't feel that these companies are trying to be difficult with you. It's just that this industry is highly regulated, and we have to do our due diligence to collect the necessary documentation from you, from your doctor, for your provider in general, to make sure that we are compliant. And that's, if we can't do that, then we shouldn't be trying to bill any insurance out there, because you know that's we've seen how people have taken advantage of the system and abused it, and um it's put in place more regulations, and that's just how it works. He says, okay, fine, we kind of try and trust you and see if you can operate independently without trying to really steal money and bill for things that aren't even being given to anyone, or no one is using it anymore. So you see a lot of times in the news that this is an ongoing occurrence. And so if you want to be able to bill these health insurance plans, we have to make sure that we're following the guidelines as closely as possible, because it reflects poorly on our industry, and it just kind of take a lot of good DME suppliers out of the market, because it becomes very cumbersome to document everything. It's like it's really overkill, but when you look at the reason as to why, you're like, okay, I'll do it. And especially when you don't have the help, as big companies do, then it's really a labor of love. Um, it's very involved, and just want to let you know that it is a process, and maybe in future videos I can go through the different steps that we have to do to ensure that from intake to delivery, everything in between is going to be done in an efficient manner, and making sure that for us, we want to make sure that you're getting the proper equipment to meet your needs. And if we see that this item is not something that is going to meet your needs, we can always, we're pretty honest about it, and probably can tell you to, inquire with your doctor for something that's more appropriate. That being said, yeah, I want to apologize for the length of time it takes you to get a DME order fulfilled. It's really something that I wish I could change personally, but I know that it must be quite frustrating, and I've heard it said people are waiting years to get an item. So I do feel the pain, but just want to let you know it's a process. And if you go to a DME supplier that really understands what you need, and try and get everything kind of like ahead, then you probably will more than likely be happy with the delivery of that item in a timely manner, because they definitely are more organized with getting the item to you in a timely manner. All right. Thank you so much.